Alrighty, howdy y'all. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Today we got legs, and unfortunately, I got a bit of a sore throat, but I'm still hoping to push through the workout. I don't feel sick, it's just a throat that's kind of sore, so maybe that's an onset to the sickness. But regardless, I don't feel sick, I don't have a temp or anything, but I'm gonna be wiping out my equipment nonetheless, making sure everything's nice and clean, don't want to get anyone else sick. Now, for today, not doing squats, not doing back squats. We'll probably do the Smith machine for RDLs, hopefully, if it's open. And then do the hack squat for quads, and then leg extensions, and then either split squats or the leg press, the incline one, if that's available. But we're just gonna have to kind of play it by ear to see what's open. Yeah, Vikings beat the Bears. JJ McCarthy looked terrible in the first half. Started building confidence in the third, and then the fourth he balled out. But a little worried there. I wanted the Vikings to win, but and they did. But McCarthy needs to play how he did in that fourth quarter for the entire game. I mean, obviously that's not always going to happen, but that's the ideal situation. But yeah. First week of the NFL is completely wrapped up. Bills-Ravens, game of the week. And a scoregami also as well. But yeah, that's all I got, and I will see y'all in the gym. Alrighty, starting off this leg day, we've got good old hack squat. Now, I've been doing it more, and I can't wait to get back to the United States to do this hack squat. And also, I feel bad when people feel the need to walk around my camera. It's a public gym, so like it's completely okay if people are walking through the camera. And now as we begin this hack squat, you may notice that I look goofy as shit. Like I look so goofy while I'm doing these, and I don't know why, and I'm pretty sure in the other times I did hack squat I did not look this goofy. Like I don't know why my shoulders are coming up and my head's going so far forward. And I noticed that because I rewatched the video back because I was checking the depth on the workout and whatnot. But I'm like, what the hell? Like, I look goofy. And I think it's because maybe my shoulders weren't stretched enough, or I was grabbing too far back on the handles, so when my shoulders got tight, they rolled forward, which then made it look like my head was coming down a little bit more than it actually was. And as much as I don't really want to post that, it's part of the workout. Sometimes you'll look a little goofy doing some workouts, and just got to be okay with it. So, but regardless of that, moving on to single leg press. Haven't done these in a little bit now. Rewatching here, it kind of doesn't look like I get to like 90 degrees, and I think the 0.6 camera makes it look like I don't quite. But I will say that for this, at least when I'm doing single leg, it's actually harder to get depth. I feel it really tight in my hips, so I might need to start stretching again specifically before doing this workout in terms of getting depth. I did lower the weight a bit from the last time I did them because I really wanted to focus on controlling it and really pushing through my heel, because I do remember that in one of my other videos I mentioned how the front of my foot was almost pushing a little more than the back or something around that line. So I was actually kind of working on like bringing my toes up, or like imagining that I was bringing my toes up while I was pushing, so that I was pushing more through my heel, so I really get that direct quad activation. And I think it went really well. And I also hope you all enjoy the socks I wear on my leg days. I like to have some fun, and they're not very good socks, they're pretty thin, but they're just kind of fun socks that have designs on them that I got from the state fair back home. And unfortunately I only have 3 of them here. I have a good few more back in the States. So when I get back there and I'm doing my videos and workouts there, you'll get to see more of the different socks that I've got. And then the Smith machine was taken, so I was kind of worried I wasn't going to get onto it. Thankfully I did today. But before that I ended up doing I don't know if you can hear that in my chair is squeaking a lot, I apologize for that. But I ended up doing lying leg curls and then leg extensions. These felt pretty good. Lying leg curls have been feeling better recently, and I'm doing way better in the weight as well. I also think doing them before my RDLs helps a lot. So I genuinely might start doing those before RDLs because I kind of like how it felt more. And then moving on, you're going to get a nice view of the bottom of my shoe here. But that's not the only thing that was kind of off about this. I mean, the workout itself of leg extensions went great. However, there was a person who was a trainer here at Newcastle
and that person is training someone else. And I've had it a few times. So she came up to me, and I don't think there was any ill intent behind it. I don't think she was she wasn't a bad person or anything. And I don't mean any like I'm not mad or anything. But it did make me a bit uncomfortable because she had come up to me and been like, "Hey, how many sets do you have left?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got 2 left." And she's like, "Okay, we'll be waiting." And I couldn't tell if that was like backhanded or not. And I'm giving the benefit of the doubt, and I don't think it was. But then she rested like on the lying leg curl, like kind of where you put your phone and water bottle. She kind of just stood there, so like a foot away from how far my legs go out during leg extension, and she just kind of sat there glancing at me for my last 2 sets and the time I was resting. And I don't think she meant anything bad by it, of course, but it was a little uncomfortable and just kind of awkward for me. Like, I understand you're waiting for the workout, but just behind her, like 5 feet, there was a waiting area because obviously they know that there's going to be a bit of a pile up in the people there because it is a university gym, so it gets pretty busy. So if she had just sat there, I would have made sure she got the machine after me. I wouldn't have let anyone else take it. But I don't think she meant anything bad by it and whatnot, but it was a little awkward, and so I don't felt like commenting on it because it was a big part of the leg day. But as you saw, I finished up with RDLs. RDLs felt really good. I'll probably go up weight next time, so yeah, those are going really well. I really like being able to get the Smith machine for them. I definitely think that is my favorite form of doing them. And then as for calf raises, I think those are going well. I'm finally finding that weight where I'm kind of more at just that 12 rep range because for calves, I want to be doing more reps. But I also don't want to be doing too many, obviously, because at a point it's just not worth doing a ton. That just means the weight's kind of too light. And then leg day posing today, I honestly felt like really good. I feel like I'm really starting to figure out how to do the hamstring, get a little more of that hamstring posing in without feeling like I'm going to pull a muscle. And I think the calves are looking pretty good, and I'm starting to see some weight come off the legs a little bit. I still have a long ways to go, and I still want to lose a lot more weight by the end of the year. But I think I'm going at a pretty good pace. I think I need to. And speaking of cardio, here it is coming for you guys. But I should keep my cardio a little more consistent with the calories. But besides that, yeah, I will see you all back at the apartment.
Alrighty, back at the apartment. Good leg day. Good day. It's over. Not glad that it's over, but it is over, so that's good. What was I gonna say? Oh no, now I'm blanking. But pretty good. I felt like I had more to say about leg day. I kind of don't have much. The weather's getting a lot nicer here in Australia now. I will say, like when we go to get our dinner at the dining hall here. Let's see exactly what I said in the last video with the fucking hair, man. There we go. What I said. Oh, it's still not that great. Anyways, sorry. What I said. What I said in the last video with the. Wow, I'm all over the place. Let me start over. When we go to get food at the dining hall, since the weather's gotten warmer, when we leave, our entire walk on the way there is just clouds of gnats, and it kind of sucks because at the end of our meal there's a hot chocolate machine. Well, it's actually like a coffee machine. It has like tons of options, and we usually get a cup. I get hot chocolate mixed with mocha, and I have that. And we walk to the gym. Well, now that there's so many gnats, I gotta like make sure none of them are getting in my drink or in my mouth while I'm drinking it. So that kind of sucks because the university we're at, it's kind of built in like a swamp area, so a lot more buggy. But legs going pretty good. I don't know why I look so goofy on those hack squats. I don't think I looked like that before, and I'm gonna try not to do that again because I looked terrible. I looked absolutely weird. So, but that comes with some of the workouts. You're gonna look a little goofy in the workouts when you're trying, pushing yourself. And that's completely fine. That's just part of it. So, overall, how I'm feeling about the cut, it's going pretty good. As much as I'd like to be losing weight faster, I think I'm at a pretty good rate. I mean, I never expected to just completely. I mean, obviously you can't just just be cut down, and I've never really been like a very quick fat burner as a person. So overall, I think it's going pretty well. I will say, I know in the past I've said about like I do really need to start. I've been kind of lazy lately, I'm not gonna lie. Uploading videos and, just kind of really doing the bodybuilding stuff. I really need to because this is what I want to do. Now I just need to actually be doing it. So I need to be practicing the posing, and I'm getting a lot back more into consistently tracking my calories. So just really staying on top of it, and doing these videos is a way to it not even motivates, because obviously motivation isn't forever, and that's where you need to build discipline. But uploading the videos kind of holds myself accountable, because it's constantly having the bodybuilding in my mind, especially in a distracting time like being abroad in Australia. Because end of the day, obviously I've said I've had to sacrifice some things, like going on trips and whatnot here in Australia, like sacrificing the gym and whatnot. But when I can do everything I can, I'm gonna do it, because this isn't only temporary. When I get back, I'm always gonna have bodybuilding. So just gotta keep myself accountable. I haven't been doing as good as I should, and I also think this is another way of keeping myself accountable, because people aren't gonna like it if I just keep uploading videos and then I'm saying I'm doing this, and then a week later I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing it as well as I want to be. So it's a good tool to keep myself accountable, and as much as the views and people subscribing and all that stuff is great, and that's obviously one of the end goals. Overall, it is really just a great way to reflect on my workouts, see what I can improve on, hear feedback. I want feedback. Like I've said before, I'm not a professional, and I'm just a college kid trying to do my best, so I want to hear from others. So yeah, but that's all I've got for today. So as always, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope you all have a great day.